We're on day 12 out of 30. We're going to do this for 30 days and then we will reassess and we will see. Do y'all like my curls today? I did some curly action. I just got done up this morning for getting ready for the week. So it's funny because in so many ways, I feel like I've been doing this for an eternity. Like, I feel like this is day 1,002,565 rather than day 12. But I also feel still a little getting my bearings with it and getting my feet under me in this experience of creating and publishing a video every single day. And it's funny because I used to, for about 6 years, I used to run a video production company where I would train people to be confident on camera. And I'm great at it. Once I hit record, like I can go, sometimes I trip up and I'll stop and then re-record. But for the most part, I can hit record and kind of go. And I really credit that to a lot of my acting training and my improv training, things that I now bring into the world, into corporate environments and organizations. Um, and I am a big overthinker. And I remember there was a time before I took on this challenge where I was trying to record videos for LinkedIn for this particular brand that I'm building in this company. And for the life of me, I had such a hard time pushing record. I would overthink. I would just sit and be like, what am I going to talk about? Okay, how am I going to formulate that? What are the points I'm going to make? And I would just overthink myself into inaction. Raise your hand if that's a thing that you do. A lot of high achievers, a lot of smart people will overthink themselves into inaction because they're thinkers. We are used to thinking, right? And that's how we solve a lot of our problems. That's how we go about our world, is in our brains and using our intellect to solve problems. And that is great, right? It's great to think and to be intellectual and to be smart and to analyze solutions for certain problems. And there's another way when we can get stuck in that, right? When we can get stuck in the overthinking and the overanalyzing, it doesn't actually move us forward. So the other way is a principle of improv that is probably one of my favorites, which is don't think. Don't think. Just do, right? Just be in action. Because when I am in an improv show and I step in to initiate a scene or to respond to someone's scene initiation, I have to be present in the moment and take action. There's no other option. There's no me standing there being like, what if I say that? Well, then they might respond this way. Oh, here's an idea. Oh no, I don't like that idea. Let me rewrite that idea. How about I plan the scene this way and try to finagle it and make this person move in this way so that the scene comes out in this amazing with this amazing conclusion that I've built in my head. Like all of that happens in my head. But when you are on stage in an improv scene and there is an audience watching you, you have no choice but to make a choice. Oh, I like that. You have no choice but to make a choice. And it doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if it's right or perfect. It doesn't matter if it's bad. It's just about the action of making a choice and moving forward. And I say all of this because I relate a lot of that to this whole video experiment that I'm doing, in that I am taking the action, right? I'm not sitting in my overthinking and like getting all in my head and all in my own way and then failing to ever create anything like I was before. I'm actually just pushing record. I turn on my ring light. I put my phone, this is on my phone, plug my microphones in, put my phone on, click record, and I go. Sometimes I think about it and I sit here and I ponder and I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to talk about? Or like I want to share a story and I'm like, okay, what's the message of that story? What's the golden nugget here? But generally, I'm in action. I am moving forward and taking action. And the more that I do this, the more I surprise myself. Some videos I kind of cringe when I post them, to be honest. I'm like, I don't know if that. And then some I'm like, that was actually not so bad. That was pretty good. I'm proud of that. Right. And so, it's really about the momentum and being in the practice of doing, of taking action. So whatever the version of pushing the record button is for you. So in your world, whatever that is, whatever that putting one foot in front of the other, if it's like you want to start an exercise routine, what is that one action? Is it putting your shoes on? Because once you have your shoes on, it's like, all right, then I got to go out the door and go for a run, right? Is it putting it on your calendar or getting an accountability buddy? It's like, what is that next thing that is going to get you into action and out of the overthinking? Because thinking is great until it gets us in our own way and it blocks us from ever being in creation. So I really encourage you to take some action. Try something that you are not 100% sure about, that might not come out perfectly, like a lot of these videos I'm doing. Give it a shot. Anything you're overthinking, just take some action today and see what happens. Bye.